Hey Jews, so the problem with assimilation and the Jews assimilating into the cultures of the 70 nations and not knowing our history as Jews, okay, and not living like the nation of Israel with the Torah. I want to explain why it is necessary in our reality to have anti-Semitism. What it means. It's not just for nothing. You can see that it doesn't really make sense logically because it's a sign from God. It's God's way of letting us know that we've assimilated and we have to not be assimilated. There is a purpose for the nation of Israel. There's a purpose and a reason that God put us separately, commanded us to keep separate from the 70 nations. Every Shabbat, after Shabbat, we say Hamavdil, that we make a differentiation between Kodesh L'Chol, holy and unholy, and also Shabbat and the rest of the other days, and the nation of Israel and all the other nations. We were supposed to be a holy nation, different. The world doesn't actually need 71 nations. They don't need a state of Israel and a Israeli nation to participate in the world, this world, which is the world of lies. We don't need now that. That's not why creation was even, that's not why we're here. We're here to serve God in this world, which is just temporary. But when we get involved and assimilated so much that now you live like a goy and you think that that is a good way to live with OnlyFans, with Pornhub, with gay pride in Jerusalem, with Eurovision being something that's important. I mean, if you didn't notice, there's a war going on and hostages and all that stuff, food insecurity, housing issues in Israel. But what you're concerned about, the 71st nation of the international nations, you're concerned about Eurovision. Do you see how absurd that is? I mean, so I have a class called Jew Have a Purpose, believe it or not. And I really, really encourage you all, Jews, to go and look at that. We have a purpose. And when we're not doing our purpose, when we're just getting all nice and comfortable, living like a goy, then we have no purpose. We're not doing our purpose. And so God has to take us out somehow to get us to refocus, okay? Because this way goes to war. And King Solomon tells us that we are always basically choosing one direction, one crooked path to war, or one straight, beautiful, loving path to peace. Because when you choose as a Jew to keep the Torah, that was a gift, then you are choosing peace. So if you want world peace, if you want this round of anti-Semitism in our world this is our date, 5,784, and we're only going to 6,000. This is the end times. Okay, so two ways it could happen, this way or this way, peace. So it's up to you, Jew, to choose that. And I have another class called Choosing Peace, something like that, based on Mishlei, the Proverbs of King Solomon and his wisdom. Now look, this is reality. It's 5-dimensional. It's 3 physical, 1 spiritual, and 1 is time. When we die, okay, when we die and our time runs out, this is your lifespan, okay, your soul has become, to whatever extent, embedded in your physical body. Depending on how much it has become embedded here, that's going to be how painful it is when you die and your soul needs to be separated from the body, okay? And it is likened in the Torah to either cotton being separated from thorns, I'll show you that in a minute, or a thread or a hair, okay? This case, this is a thread being extracted from a cup of milk, okay? It's one way or the other, depending on how dirty your soul is. And that just means, when we talk about sins and stuff, it's just meaning that it's whenever you do something that's not according to the Torah, because the Torah is the guidebook of how to keep your soul clean. So when it separates from your body, it comes out of your body like a thread or a hair coming out of milk. Demonstration. See how easy that was? Let's put it all in there. That's your soul mixed in with your body in the very best condition it could be. You follow the Torah all your life. You're a saint. And like Moshe Rabbeinu, Moses, our teacher, and our forefathers and whatever, came out like this. Up. Clean. Okay? But if you do not follow the Torah and you enmesh, your soul gets caught up in your body in all sorts of ways, okay? You've eaten unkosher, you've mixed in with the goyim, you haven't kept Shabbat, you haven't learned anything about your soul. And so, this actually worked in my, when I tried this the first time, but I wasn't holding the phone. You can imagine, okay? So it's coming out very, not clean, whatever. Anyway, so your soul is going, if your body is the thorns and your soul is the cotton, in a normal demonstration, this would come out and it would be very difficult, but of course, no. So imagine though, a normal cotton ball, which is hard to obtain here in Israel, and thorns, and trying to take the cotton out of a bush of thorns. And that's how painful it's going to be. And it's going to and that's to clean it, because it can't go back to God if it's full of this bodily stuff. So it has to be cleaned, okay? And so too for Am Yisrael, the nation of Israel. At the end of time, because we're going back to God, there will be a redemption. That's in the Torah. So if he has to extract us out of the 70 nations, how's that going to be for us? Depending on how enmeshed and how involved and how assimilated you are into the 70 nations. He is coming to take his nation back. There is going to be the redemption of the holy nation of Israel. That's in the Torah. That's what all of Judaism pretty much is about. Even people who are very far away, Jews who are very far away from understanding or learning or practicing or being or living like a Jew in this reality, also know the story of Passover, which we just celebrated. And by the way, next week we are celebrating Shavuot, getting the Torah. That's what we want. That's what the nation of Israel wants. At the end of time, which is now, God is going to take his nation back and have the redemption and give us the land of Israel in peace, not in war, which is the path that we have tread up until this point with the Zionist state of Israel, which is just none other than one more nation in the world of lies. Just a participant here, now 71 nations, and no holy nation of Israel. But there is a holy nation of Israel, and that's what God is trying to extract now, either like extracting you from the other nations, like that, or like what I was trying to show you, like here, by trying to get a piece of cotton through a bush, a thorny bush of roses or whatever. See, I never give up. There you go. See, that's your soul. That's you coming out of the 70 nations. That's you prying yourself away from culture and from politics and from their narrative, and worrying also maybe, perhaps if you're awake, about the New World Order and all that stuff. Okay, because this world at the end of time, because that's our physical reality, but are also on a bigger scale, we have like realities, 3 dimensions physical. One dimension is spiritual and one dimension is time. And the end of time is near. And what happens in the end of time? The holy nation of Israel gets redeemed. God is calling his people back home. And because you are not waking up yourself to realize that the Torah is true and God is true and the nation of Israel is supposed to be with learning and doing and fulfilling their purpose in reality, which is to keep and practice and the Torah. And try to get the kingdom of David restored in the land of Israel. But we're just here, la, 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 thinking that we're all Zionists and there's never again there's going to be a Holocaust because of the state of Israel that didn't protect anybody on October 7th. The IDF did not come. God saved more Jews that day than the state of Israel. And since then, they have closed down every single last holy site for Jews to pray at. Okay? And they've been brutal. So you can go and look on video of the Israeli police, like literally throwing 80-year-old men to the ground. So what I'm saying is at the end of time, God is going to try to take you out. So anti-Semitism is here to wake you up so you by yourself will realize. And instead of going through this extraction process, getting you out of being like a goy, whatever, I give up, then it's going to happen another way. Things are going to get more and more severe. It's going to get more and more painful. So I'm just saying, wake up now to the fact that you are a Jew and that means something. And the Torah means something. And it's going to be Shabbat, and then it's going to be Shavuot. Where are you? Where are you, Jews? Where are you, holy nation of Israel? Because we are expecting a redemption. We are expecting peace. Because when we have the temple, we'll have peace.